is clockwork football! Oh, what a save! ¡Qué clase de jugador! You will not see a better goal!
Come on! What a beauty!
Hey everybody, we join you from a very special place today. This is the locker room at the LAFC Performance Center. This is where the guys congregate to sit and practice and train and do everything required to be a top-flight professional outfit. Field just to my left here, an incredible state-of-the-art facility throughout on the Cal State LA campus. By the way, this is LAFC Goal Rush. I am Max Bredos, and this is the show where we celebrate the goals scored by the club. And when you talk about LAFC and goals, it's like peanut butter and jelly. They go together. This past season, they averaged 2 goals per game and 68 in total. Those totals rank for second in Major League Soccer. Not bad for an expansion team, not bad for any team for that matter. And when you talk about an expansion team, the 68 goals only ranks behind Atlanta United in 2017 for the best total all time. Now, when it came to scoring goals, LAFC liked to share the burden. Well, there was a burden. It's a lot of fun, quite frankly. But you had 3 guys who were able to score double-digit goals. Carlos Vela had 14. Diego Rossi and Adama Diomande finished with 12. And that is rarefied air. First time that's ever happened for an expansion team to have 3 goal scorers with double digits. And only the 12th time it has happened in the history of Major League Soccer. Now, we could include Christian Ramirez. He had double-digit goals, but most of his goals were for Minnesota United. I'll leave that to you if you think we should include it or not. But here we go. A lot of goals, a lot of fun as we discuss it here. And we have our top 5 LAFC goals. Naturally, we'll start at number 5. And that's where you find Carlos Vela and his goal against the LA Galaxy on March 31st.
Got it back out wide for Vela. Not get a second chance at it. Carlos Vela.
It's in! LAFC lead again! It's 1-0!
That's how you score the first goal between LAFC and the LA Galaxy.
That was an incredible afternoon, and we know the internet was buzzing from Carlos Vela's participation in a game that will go down in legend and lore in Major League Soccer. And Carlos Vela as a player certainly at the very least met, probably exceeded expectations with LAFC. He was an everyday player. Keep in mind that he did have the season interrupted because of the World Cup, but he was named the 2018 MLS Best 11, finalist for the MVP award, and voted captain of the 2018 MLS All-Star team. And there you see his stats, equally good as a scorer and a distributor, 14 goals, 13 assists. So there you see Carlos Vela doing some incredible things. His teammates addressed all that he did.
My most memorable Carlos Vela goal this season would have to be the one against LA Galaxy. As soon as it left his foot, I was like, this is going in. And I'm like, this is not fair to other teams to have a player on our team who can just do this whenever he wants.
As soon as you see him cut in, take that touch a little bit forward, when he hits it right, it's a thing of beauty, definitely.
So there he was, Carlos Vela at number 5. We moved to number 4. Vela was a DP, as was Diego Rossi, but it was hard to anticipate at the time as a 19-year-old if he would be an everyday player, or is this a guy that you look forward to being a contributor in maybe a year or two? Not the case. He hit the ground running and became one of the most important players for LAFC from beginning to end. And Diego Rossi makes the list at number 4 for this goal that he scored against Toronto FC back in September.
Right side, now back in for Rossi. It gets there. Rossi looking for a second, and there it is! Diego Rossi with a goal from the heavens! Rossi gets it to the 18th. Rossi, the shot to the back post, and in! Diego Rossi rips it with a left foot, and it's 2-0!
Diego Rossi, such an exciting future for this young man. We look forward to it. He was the only player in Major League Soccer under the 21 years of age with 10-plus goals. He also ranked 3rd on MLS's top 22 players under 22. Should mention the 2 guys that finished ahead of them are now playing in Europe. So there you go, Rossi number 1 in our books And then you see he logged a ton of minutes, not only in MLS play, US Open Cup. Diego Rossi was an everyday player. We move on to number 3 on their list, and it's 3 for a reason, because it was also the day we had our first ever hat trick for an LAFC player. Against Philadelphia Union at Banc of California Stadium, Adama Diomande was able to achieve that feat, and one goal stood out. We didn't know what to expect from Dio. We knew he had the good relationship with Bob Bradley, but once we saw him and he got into the flow of things, he was spectacular, including this goal against the Union over the summer.
Poked away by Dio. Blessing helping out. Dio looking for a sight line. Brings it back. Yes! Adama Diomande. He's done it again. 5 games. 5 goals.
Diomande was tremendous, and these numbers certainly show you what kind of start he had to his MLS career. First hat trick, obviously, for LAFC history. He did have 7 goals in his first 5 MLS games. That's the most of any player. So not only makes club history, he makes league history. And as a result of his great play in the month of June, he was a player of the month. And we see Dio certainly as a guy who hopefully can do it all again in 2019. Speaking about that goal against Philadelphia, here is Dio in his own words talking us through it.
I win the ball up and Latif blames me, and I always like to go against 1-on-1 with the defender. The first thing when I got the ball, I'm going straight on the goal. First, I see him to my left, he's coming 100%. I fake it, and he's stopping and not taking again with the left one. And I see he's stopping again. Of course, it's a special moment because I did it at the Banc of California, of course, with the fans behind my back, and got some fantastic messages from the fans that they were very happy that I scored a first hat trick in the history, and I was just grateful to add it on my CV. So that was a nice accomplishment.
Very cool to hear it from Dio himself, and he was a guy who joined this team mid-season, and that takes us to number 2, and Lee Nguyen. And I remember seeing him when he first started. You could see he didn't have the fitness, but this guy worked hard, and by the time the season ended, he was one of the most important players for Bob Bradley and LAFC, and he was able to find the back of the net. Not many people will be able to forget what he was able to do in August against the Colorado Rapids. It's number 2 on our list.
Price gets it out. Lee Nguyen, full head of steam. Lee Nguyen! Nguyen, yes! Oh, from an impossible angle! And Lee Nguyen gets his second of the season, and that was huge!
What a gorgeous effort from Lee Nguyen. This is an individual effort all the way. He picks it up on the top of the box, does well to get in front. Nice little touch. You think it's gone? It's not. He rolls it back, spins the defender on the left foot, and roots this in the top corner.
Such a thrill to see Lee Nguyen develop, and he speaks so highly about how Bob Bradley was able to help him get his career back on the rails here. As you see the numbers, it took a bit to get the season going, but when he did, he was hard to get off that field. 3 goals, 5 assists, and logging almost 2,000 minutes. During the season, he also joined the very exclusive 50-goal, 50-assist club. He did that on June the 9th against the Earthquakes. And he also made his 200th career MLS regular season start this season, and many more lying ahead for Lee Nguyen, who on all accounts was a huge addition to this team. Lee Nguyen talking about what he was able to accomplish this past season.
Once I saw the ball go into the box, I kind of just took the chance that it was going to, bounce right out there, and was able to get to the ball first and, make a play on it, and fortunate enough to, my shot was able to make the back of the net and beat Tim.
So with that, let us recap our top 5 here on Goal Rush. At number 5, Carlos Vela's goal against the LA Galaxy. At number 4, Diego Rossi and his goal against Toronto FC. Coming in at number 3, Adama Diomande and his strike, part of a hat trick that he scored against the Philadelphia Union. And at number 2, Lee Nguyen and his incredible goal against the Colorado Rapids. So that brings us to number 1. And I will remind you, this was a very difficult list because, as we said in the top of the show, LAFC scores a lot of goals. One man scored more than any other, and that is Carlos Vela. I'm left-footed. So I love to see left-footed goal. Reminds me of Diego Maradona, but that you've seen that with Vela, and he has that sweeping motion, puts it on that left foot and puts it into the top, puts a little stamp on the goal. Well, he did that. It's our number 1 goal. He scored it against the Portland Timbers. Carlos Vela, our number 10, at number 1.
In for Carlos Vela. Vela taking the attempt. Oh, what a goal again! Carlos Vela, we've seen him do that time and time again already with LAFC.
Come on. What a beauty.
Middle of the park, looking for a pass. Into Vela, into the air. Vela, the chip to the back, posted in! What a goal! Carlos Vela! Oh my! A thing of beauty from the Mexican international has tied it at 1!
Oh, Carlos Vela. Carlitos gave us such a thrill and a deserving number 1, and again, a very tough list to make. So, he wowed his teammates all season long, and his teammates certainly were there to address what a spectacular goal he was able to score at our number 1.
El que hace contra Portland allá me gustó mucho porque ya controló bien y todos sabíamos que iba a ir ahí esa pelota y la verdad que fue un golazo.
You know, the way he plays the ball to the corner, you know, it's amazing, you know. When he scored a goal, I said, what? What a goal, you know. Then I just went to hey, Carlos, why did you score this goal? See, I've been scoring all the time. I love that goal.
When I receive the ball and I control, I say, if I shoot there, it's goal for sure. I believe a lot in that shot, and I feel like when I have chance and I have the time to prepare my body, can be a goal for a lot of times. So I'm enjoying with that shot, and I hope I can still scoring more goals for the team.
So that is our list. We're sticking by it. If you think you can put a better list, drop me your top 5. Let us know what should have been number 1 or what should have made the list, period. Let me know on my Twitter account, ESPN. Let's start that dialogue, that narrative, because Goal Rush will continue as we show you the goals this time around. In our next program, we will celebrate the assists, our top 5 assists from LAFC's inaugural season. I can't wait, but I'm going to have to. We'll see you then.